I've always said this about the Second Amendment and preaching the Second Amendment. It's the same thing as preaching the gospel. If you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, if you don't ever read his word, if you don't ever go to church and fellowship, if you do not have that foundation, you can't preach about Christ. And the same thing happens with the Second Amendment. If you don't study and be prepared to have those conversations, or be prepared for somebody to be ugly and not be ugly in return, you'll get caught off guard. You're not going to know what to say. You're not going to be influential. And then if you're ugly, you're going to be influential in the wrong way. So I just encourage everybody to A, have a relationship with Jesus, and then B, have a relationship with the Constitution.
I struggle with that sometimes with talking to somebody that's really strong about against gun rights. And I struggle with that, but I have learned through the 10 years of listening to her. I know it's been 10 years because 3,650 days she has talked to me about this. But anyway, I do think it's important that if we go in there and scream at people, all they're going to think about how big of a turd we are. But if we go in there and we talk to them, we plant a seed. They go home at night, they'll think about it. They may not change, but they'll think about it. Next time we have a group of moms demand action, could we invite them to a shooting range?
I honestly think that if we could have an audience with Moms Demand membership, that we could take half of their membership immediately. Maybe half is a little bit big because those people that are plugged into the matrix, they're not going to be able to hear the truth. But a lot of these women have never had an alternative. All they hear is we're going to save the kids. And we are so squelched and we are so censored that it's really difficult to get our message out that we agree we are going to save the kids and we have a plan to save the kids.
Right.
Like you don't have a plan. Your plan is to hope that these laws work, which they have
Never
proven that
work.
never work.
Never work.